Good evening everybody, how are we doing? Hopefully we're live. I don't know why that audio loops back. I'm enjoying the Linux Mint Cinnamon. But 22.2 has an interesting bug that any previous version didn't have. What's that then, Michael? What bug has it got? Because I've got to be honest, mine's absolutely flawless. Mind you, mine's XFCE. I haven't gone for this cinnamon malarkey. So, I don't know why that loops through like that. It does your head in. Audio. USB. Hang on a second. Let me just try something. I'm probably going to make a right tat's tit of it. But anyway. Pro Audio and Pro Audio input device. One two. If I'm nice to see you all. No, you see that just doesn't work. One two, or maybe it's because I can't say it. 1 2 1 2. No, I don't know why it does that. GA, so that doesn't work anyway. Configuration off input Pro Audio, output Pro Audio. Well, that should be on 100 anyway, and it's not. There we go, but I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it kind of loops back through in OBS. Most strange, because it's like an echo on the music. But anyway, well, in previous versions, variety icon and Steam icon show up on taskbar, but on 22.2 I have to restart Cinnamon every time I boot up to get those in the taskbar. Well, I've got to be honest, I don't have that issue, but then again I'm using XFCE, so I wouldn't, would I? So I really don't know what the answer to your question is there, Michael. Just saying. I have no idea what the answer to your question is. Also, why is your Linux Mint red and Craig's green? Are you using a different mint to Craig, Michael? Do you think I should do one as blue? Because XFCE is blue, isn't it? I don't know what colour Cinnamon is by default, to be honest. I know XFCE is blue. But if you're both using Cinnamon, shouldn't you have the same colour logo? I'm just saying. Anyway, before this audio gets too bad, I suppose I better explain the title of tonight's stream, how to really fuck your Swtor character up. So, I was thinking about this earlier on, you know, and I was thinking, what's the most outrageous and unlikely Star Wars character that I could make in Star Wars The Old Republic? You know, a character that's just so unbelievable. They work fine in Linux Mint 22 XFCE, but I like to say, you like the wobbly windows, don't you, Michael? Is that it? You like all your little special effects, Michael? Oh, bless you. I just like red. Yeah, okay. I just wondered why you chose red, that was all. It's an unusual colour for Mint, isn't it? I mean, it'd have been better if you'd have chose white. At least Linux Mint has got some white and green in it, just saying. You switched back to Fedora KDE. I was using Ubuntu 20. Well, best of luck with that, Cody. Ubuntu's tiles snap right on touchscreen, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, Code. Stick with your Fedora. Fedora. So anyway, back to the live stream. You need a T-shirt saying I use XFCE. Don't you wish everybody? No, I don't want anybody else. I want to be the only one on the planet using XFCE, Craig. Because the thing is, what you've got to remember, Craig, is, you know, I'm unique. I'm individual. I stand out from the crowd. You know, the crowd uses Linux Mint Cinnamon. What does Ebeez use? Linux Mint XFCE. By design, I'm a little bit different, a little bit special. Just saying. So therefore, I don't want everybody on Linux, and I certainly don't want everybody on XFCE, let alone the whole planet on Linux Mint XFCE. Let them go to Cinnamon. Let them have the little wobbly windows and the cube and, you know, all the special effects and, oh, lovely. I'm happy with XFCE. I have the power where it counts. Just saying. You're on XFCE. Well, I mean, who gave you permission, Craig, to go on XFCE? Sorry, I don't remember a memo breezing across my desk saying, Ebeez, is it alright if I use XFCE? Just saying. Well, you might want to think, maybe it's time for you to downgrade, Craig, your XFCE back to Cinnamon. So you can join Michael, and then you could make your logo red. Alright, so let me get this straight, Craig. I go on Linux Mint XFCE, and bugger me, you're on it. Funny that. Says it all, really. Anyway, look, back to this bloody live stream before my audio goes totally tits up. So yeah, I made the most that's rich. I made the most outrageous, unbelievable character I could think. So, what's this character? Well, it's a Mandalorian that is hooked up with the Jedis, that is incredibly talented in the dark side. So, it's a Mandalorian sorcerer. Kind of fucked up in it. Anyway, in the real Star Wars films, her name's Sabine. Just saying. Now, she's a Mandalorian, so she's supposed to use a pistol. But she's joined forces with the Jedi. So she uses a lightsaber. And here's the thing, right? Although she's with the Jedi on the light side, all her powers are sorcerer lightning, dark side. As if that wasn't fucked up enough. She's a dark side sorcerer. Are you ready for this? Doing the light side Jedi Knight storyline. So, well, Ebeez, you can always switch to. No, I'm, you know, I had my days of LXDE. I'm peppermint. LXDE's finished. It's now QT. Or LXQ. No thanks. You can shove that right up your arse. No, the thing is, Cody, you need to put the BTW at the start of your sentence, just saying. Otherwise, it loses all credibility. You know, if you're going to copy the Arch people, then you've got to say, by the way. By the way, I use XFCE. Not, I use XFCE, by the way. You know, I'm just saying. This is what I've got to work with. This is, I mean, really, you lot. Is it any bloody wonder, really? Christ. So, I thought I'd try it out because with all the changes that Swtor and Broadsword have made to the game, you can pretty much make any character that you want. Pretty much like the Star Wars movies do, really. You know, they'll get the audience to believe any shit. Well, again, you know, I tend to lead where others follow, Cody, just saying. On the XFCE, just saying. With a better mic and headset, it will be alright, but, you know, having to use this food bank headset, it's not good, just saying. Oh, is she getting thumped? I don't think so. I'm from the dark side of the force. Oh, you gotta love it, ain't you? You absolutely gotta love it. I'm just so excited with my Linux Mint. I mean, I love Linux Mint Cinnamon, and I think the Mint team do a terrific job. But you know, I mean, compared to XFCE, it's chalk and cheese, isn't it? You know, it's Monique and Unique. You know, Michael's on Monique, Ebeez is on Unique, just saying. Says it all, really. And Craig's copied Ebeez. Says it all. I just can't believe Craig's copied me. And I can't believe that Cody's copied me with his XFCE as well. Shocking. You're going to be telling me next that XFCE is really popular. I mean, let me just turn the sound of it in my headphones. I mean, what's going on, really? Yes, it is, Craig, but it's no longer maintained. So best of luck with that. It's certainly no longer developed, for sure. There might be some kind of maintenance stuff going on it, but it's LXQt now, isn't it? And, you know, rather than use LXQt, I'd rather use a bag of poodle shit. Just saying. Yeah, good for you, Cody. Very nice. That's a good impersonation, just saying. Your first distro was Ubuntu 1604. So you've not been on Linux long then, Craig, have you? Actually, I hear Ebeez going to be going to the Cosmic desktop when it's released. Well, no, actually, I'm thinking of going to the Chinese one because, you know, the Chinese are just nailing everything, right? You know, and I think the Chinese desktop, I think that's, you know, respects your privacy and your personal data and, you know, doesn't keylog you. So I'm thinking of moving to the Chinese one, actually. Just saying.
I sensed you coming. Your fear betrayed you. You're weak.
Michael, I hope on your Linux Mint Cinnamon you've gone for the red theme with the red folder icons. Just saying. Just saying.
Not hurting anyone else, Bengal. It's over.
No, the
He looks more like a budgie.
To restore the Jedi lost. You weren't on Coruscant.
Fancy say Michael's a budgie user.
The temple burned.
Shocking.
I escaped that destruction to see my own master surrender to the Sith. They exterminated
Thank you, that's very kind. Very nice. Well, I'll never give up. First distro Ubuntu 1204. Wow. The first distro that kept me on Linux was Linux Lite 3 when I first met EB. The puppet. Oh wow, that's going back a bit. So my first ever distro was Red Hat, and I've no idea what number it was. It came on a CD and it used the original GNOME, and the installer was I hate to use the term DOS, but you know what I mean. It was a CLI type installer. It was red and blue, and it was back in the day, really, when I was actually running Unix, SCO Unix, and I thought, oh, what's this Linux? Never heard of that before. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, best of luck with that. My, how it's come on a long, long way since then.
Why is the force guiding me towards defeat?
I think my happiest time on the Linux was first of all on Puppy Linux. I love Puppy Linux because 99% of the planet didn't get it at all, which I loved. And I guess the happiest time I had was on Peppermint. So I suppose it was inevitable that I would end up on Linux Mint, because the common denominator there is Mint, just say. And I've helped thousands of people all around the globe wreck their Linux distros and installs, all for free. So I'm very proud, actually.
You'll get the help you need there, but you can't leave here.
Wallop, smack, have a bit of that. Ooh, right in the kisser. Have a bit of that. Now I've got to speak to the other useless sack of wine. Just saying. Padawan. I have to be honest, at the minute I am
He's resting quietly.
so excited with my Linux Mint, in that I'm only on standard XFCE, I'm on a standard kernel, standard set of drivers, all the updates run perfectly, and I keep fully loading it with games thinking, this game's going to be a big problem for me. And do you know what? Sweet as a nut. Absolutely sweet as a nut. And I think that's all testament to the Linux Mint team. I think they've done a wonderful job. I think the CachyOS team have done a fantastic job. The only trouble with CachyOS is it's based on Arch. I've not really tried Bazzite because it's based on Fedora, and as you know, I would hell freeze over before I go anywhere near a fucking Fedora distro. That's just a personal thing, by the way. If you use Fedora or whatever, then fine. Bazzite, whatever, Navara, no worries. But for me personally, never going to happen. But yeah, I'm just blown away at how good a stock out the box Linux Mint XFCE is, and how kind it is. And you know, I mean, it doesn't matter what I decide to do. Linux Mint just goes, yep, that's fine, Ebeez. Just don't fuck around with me. Just leave me. Leave me. Put on what you want, but just leave me the fuck alone. Don't start fiddling, because that's when you come a cropper. Yep, I had a great time as well on MX coding, but I think my happiest times, as I say, were Puppy Linux and Peppermint. I love MX and I love Dolphin and I love the team. I think they're just amazing. But I think you know, and everybody goes on about, oh well, you know, Cashy have knocked MX off the top of the list on Distro Watch, blah blah blah. Don't forget, MX Linux has been around for an awful long while, and even more so, it's been at number 1 for an awful long while. You know, CachyOS, Bazzite, that could be here today, gone tomorrow. So I take all this crap with a pinch of salt, and that's one of the things I love about Mint. Mint has been around now so long that it's reliable, it's dependable, and for me, that is far way more important than cutting bleeding edge, for sure, every day of the week. But look, that's just my opinion. Wow, she's got a blue light squabo. The real Sabine had a green one. Hey up, Nathan, lovely to see you. Ubuntu as a server, yep, absolutely. So anyway, what do you all think of my fucked up Star Wars character? I don't think you can fuck it up much more than that and get away with it. Nevertheless, the movies have a good go, don't they? Just saying. Just saying. Oh, what is that there? Okay, well, I'm going to put that in. That's got a red one. That definitely showed her, didn't it? As having a blue one. And that's a freaking red lightsaber. Really? That showed her with the blue. Oh, green crystal. Just saying. So now it's all sorted. Now she's genuine. And don't forget, this is just going to be for show. So we haven't got to worry about stats on it or anything else. This is just a show stick. That's fantastic. And then we'll go to Outfitter. Because I've given a couple of outfits. So we can put... There she goes. That's exactly what she's supposed to have, a green one. And then when she does turn to the dark side, she'll have a white one as a parody. Just saying. But I'll leave her as a Mandalorian for now. We'll keep that because it's kind of, we've crafted it, so it's a bit special, isn't it? You know what I mean? Besides, if I want a Debian distro, Olga Linux Mint LMDE, I'd have thought you'd have gone MX, Michael. For me, MX is the king of Debian distros. Nothing even comes close, you know, let alone is fit, you know, to wipe its boots. Oh, and it stunned me. Reason I stopped using Linux Lite was mainly didn't care for the look of Linux. MX stopped using it because I got newer hardware before AHS. Reason why I stopped using Peppermint, Mark's Peppers, legendary, absolutely legendary. But then again, so is MX Linux. You know, and today, I'm not being funny, they're all legendary. You just spoiled, aren't you? I mean, I have to be honest. I can't be the only one that feels like this. Today, a desktop Linux experience for most users is so Windows-esque in the way it works. You know, it's really difficult, quite difficult to know whether you're on Linux or Windows. I mean, it's not, but you know what I mean, it is. And I think with all the added benefits that Linux has, I just think the world's lost the plot, you know. I mean, I just think the world's completely shut it, to be honest. I just don't know why anybody would either stay on Windows 10 or even consider upgrading to Windows 11 when you've got Linux on there. Is Linux Mint Debian good? Well, it's not bad, but it's there as a backup. But if you want the best Debian distro, then MX Linux. You know, you sorted, you can't go wrong with MX Linux. It's the absolute dog sweetbreads. It really is. Really, Linux Mint Debian really only exists for if Canonical fuck Ubuntu or fuck Mint over, one of the two. And that's the only rhyme or reason for Linux Mint Debian to even exist. It's a nice distro, but what Debian distro isn't, to be fair? And again, it's all testament to how good Linux has become. You know, if you were an Ubuntu user and you're trying to switch to Debian back in the day, well, good luck with the Debian installer. Likewise.
They're still a threat, but without Bengal's leadership, they'll be scattered and ill-equipped.
This temple could have been devastated. The entire order is in your debt, Padawan.
I love MX, and it's so good at gaming as well.
weaknesses in our security. We have to guard against another Coruscant.
Agreed. And now we have concerns beyond the Flesh Raiders. Recent developments in the Twi'lek settlement demand a response.
The matriarch Rana betrayed me to Bengal. Reports indicate she still leads the settlement.
You know the Twi'leks, Padawan. How do you recommend we proceed?
Yeah, but then again, you see, Cody, it depends totally on your use case.
We created instability by refusing to help them. That has to change.
What happened to Master Orgus is almost unforgivable.
If we do forgive...
You know, I mean, if anybody said to me, what Arch distro do you reckon? It'd be Casio S every day of the week. And yet at one time it was Manjaro. You know, this is trouble. Mint's just been there in the background, isn't it? Doing its thing, day in, day out, letting all the, you know, flavour of the week boys fight it out.
You arrived on Typhon of Padawan. To lead the Knight of the Republic.
Oh, God.
May the Force be with you.
This is a great honour, Master. Yeah, of course you do, Sabine. Yeah, my little T7, you're coming with me.
This little droid and I have been through a lot. We're a great team.
And I see no reason why you shouldn't stay together.
Getting a priority signal from Coruscant.
Of course you are.
Master Orgus, everyone, I've discovered a situation requiring further assistance. Our suspicions about Coruscant were correct. The dark presence we've long sensed is strongest here.
Master Orgus. I should create a character called Bait, shouldn't I? Oh, Master Bates. Okay, let's go for 3.
We already defeated one dark presence today. Might as well go for 2.
This darkness blinded us to threats much closer to home. I advise great caution. Something malignant works in the shadows of the capital. We must find it.
This situation calls for our very best. Master Orgus, you and your former pupil should join Master
Yep,
Corus.
very similar for me, Cody. Manjaro was the distro I wanted not to break. Just saying.
No rest for us, my friend. Complete any unfinished business you have and take a shuttle to Coruscant.
I'll leave immediately, Master.
I need to wrap up some things before I go. Meet you on Coruscant.
Farewell. The Force will be with you. Always.
Always. You do know I shoot lightning, love, out the old fingers, don't you? You know that, don't you? There we go. Lady Sabine is level 16 already. Unbelievable. Not even left Starter Island. Of course, we've not done all the side stuff. We've only done the main storyline purple quests. And, of course, the heroics. Of which there's only one on Typhon, anyway. So, yeah, it's all good stuff. So, yeah, so what do you all think about the legendary Sabine, then? I couldn't think of a more mashed up character to make, to be honest. Just saying. Okay, so now she can go to fleet, and she's level 16, I think, isn't she? So she should be able to get level 14 implants. Before she goes to Coruscant. I mean, I just don't know how to put my excitement over to you all with the Linux Mint. I mean, I don't know how you guys and girls all use your computers. I know I don't know that. And I'm sure we all use them different, and we have different use cases. Where did that pink... Oh, that's because I'm on top of somebody else, isn't it? Oh, God. But, you know, I mean... I know a lot of you are probably think, oh, we've heard all this a billion times before. You know, this is the best thing since sliced bread. But this really, really is. I'm telling you. Hopefully you're back on the desktop now. So, just as an example, yeah, you can see some of the games I've been playing with and testing. So I've got World of Warships down, and I decided to bring World of Tanks down. These are the two official wargaming titles, and there's the two Russian titles. So, oh, I don't know why I've double left clicked that. That's just my thumbnail. So I bought the Leicester game client down and thought, well, do you know what? Let's set up the Leicester version of Mir Korabli, which is World of Warships in Russian. Close. And of course, it's not just a case of installing the World of Warships. Now, both of these are running off HDD, not SSD, so they might load a bit slow. Not only have you got to bring the game down, you've got to change all of the language from Russian to English. And I thought, well, this is going to be your worst nightmare on Linux, isn't it? All she needs is chopping. Well, funny you should say that, Craig. We can sort that out. We can absolutely sort that out. So, I bought World of Warships down, which is in Europe the most popular of the two games. So you got World of Warships and World of Tanks. Now, in Russia, World of Warships is Mir Korabli, and in Russia, World of Tanks is Mir Tankov. Now, fortunately, there's a wonderful utility that you can download and install, which converts most of the Russian text, not all, but most of it, to English. And of course, with it being the Russian version of the game, these are the people who actually develop the game. It's so far ahead compared to World of Warships that I can totally get and see why so many players are leaving World of Warships and coming over to Mir Korabli. So this is the Mir Korabli version. Now, this is a brand new account, so because I can't remember my other logins. Mother Russia. And I'm already starting to get up to tier 6, and I have indeed purchased the Bayan at tier 6, which is my only non-Russian ship. There we go. Let me just shift that up there. So I've now got the German tier 6 Bayan battleship, and I've got the tier 6 Russian aircraft carrier. I may well not bother with the tier 6 Russian battleship because I've already got the tier 6. Now these are all tech tree. Why on tech tree, Ebeez? Because Mir Korabli are so generous with the stuff that they give you that I've already got 73 free days. I think on World of Warships I've got 3 free days. Says it all really. But everything, the interface, the way it looks, the way it works, it's really fresh and modern. Now, you go to World of Warships and it's like going back in time. It's like, what the fuck is this? So let's load up World of Warships. I'll leave Mir Korabli client running because I just want to show you the difference. And the difference is stock. Now don't forget, this is Linux Mint. This is not Windows. And all you've seen me do is double left click something and something happens. Absolutely fucking amazing. You use your laptop as regular computer and Steam Deck for gaming. Yeah, good for you, Cody. Good for you. But straight away you instantly see the difference. And don't forget, I only started this account in end of August, beginning of September, and it's already pretty much got every ship I could ever want. Premium shit, that is. No point me grinding tech tree ships, because I've got them all on premium. But I can see why wargaming is struggling so bad, and why everybody's going to the Russian game. You know, if I want to do a random battle against other players, my minimum wait time is 2 minutes. On Mirko Ably, 20 to 30 seconds I'm in. That's a huge difference. Minute and a half difference wait time. I mean, look at this. This is what your World of Warships look like. Now, compared to Mirko Ably, it's chalk and cheese. It really, really is a different world. Completely different layout, different colours, different themes, different way of accessing all the different services and options. I just think, wow, you know, I can see why so many players are saying, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to have a bit of Mirko Ably. Now, the other thing that I was really concerned about struggling with was, of course, Mirtankov. Because, as I say, it's not enough to just install the games. You've then got to convert all of the Russian language to English. So I thought, well, do you know what? I'm going to have a go. Mirko Ably went really, really well. So I thought to myself, let's have a go at Mirtankov, World of Tanks, in Russian. Mother Russia. And sure enough, there's a website that you can go to and download some files. You copy them to a specific directory in Mirtankov, and then you run a bat file. Well, the bat files run under Steam Proton, just as if they were executables, the XEs. And do you know what? It just installed it all. It was flawless. And I've ended up with Mirtankov in full English, which just blows me away. And this whole website tells you what to do if there's a new update. If there's no new English update, it's fine. If there's a new English update, download the new English update, run it, and away you go. And I just think, wow. I mean, everything today is just so fucking easy. No need to edit XML files or fuck around with directory structures. Just run a bat file and it does it all for you. Fucking brilliant. How Windows-esque is that? So back to my original point, I don't know why Windows 10 or 11 users would stay on Windows with all this shit that's going off and just go to Linux. And all this bollocks about, oh, I can't because this, because bollocks, that's bullshit. The only thing that's stopping you going to Linux is you. Either because you can't be arsed, because it's easy to just stay on Windows 10 and do fuck all, screw it. You know, for though there are people out there who will genuinely have a compatibility issue with the hardware, or will be big Fortnite players, fine, in that instance stay on your fucking Windows. I get it. You know, there's 3 or 4 people out there using Microsoft Office 365. Fine, fucking stay on Windows. It's fine, no problem. Feel sorry for you, but fine. So, anyway, back to my original comment. So as you can see, I went ahead and downloaded the bat file, installed it, and absolutely, pretty much all of it is in English. Not all of it, but pretty much all of it. That's just fantastic. As you can see, there's still a bit of Russian in there. But enough of it is now in English that you can figure it out. Just saying. And I just think that, do you know what? I just think that's fantastic. Absolutely amazing. I mean, look at this. Look, environment switcher. pop over time. I mean, it's just like next level compared to wargaming. Wargaming are just so far behind this shit. It's absolutely mind blowing. I'm sure there was something here that you could click. No, maybe not. Strong Russian words. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I can just see why. It's not quite the same in Russian, I have to say. And there we go. So now we can upgrade the Christmas scene with freebies and get extra rewards, and fantastic. And it's exactly the same in World of Warships, or Milkoabli as they call it in Russia. Well, the thing is, Cody, that's a really interesting comment, because a lot of people have been to me, Ebeez, why are you playing both? Because nobody knows what's going to happen with Russia. So, if Russia and the Russian titles go absolutely tits up, then I can fall back to the World of Warships and World of Tanks. I mean, look at that. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. Something's updated, whatever is updated. It's just this is running off HDD spin. Oh, lovely. And he's still talking away in a Mother Russian. I don't know what they are, so I'm going to leave them. I'm just seeing if there's any freebies. Bearing in mind I've logged in, but I've not actually played the game yet. Oh well. So anyway, look, I'm sitting here thinking, do you know what? I've got it all. I've got the lot here. And then Jeff was playing Half-Life 2, Black Mesa. And I've got to finish my Half-Life 2 playthrough. So I brought it down and I started nosing around the Steam Workshop. And do you know there's some really cool stuff for both Half-Life 2 and Black Mesa. Right there on the Steam Workshop. So modding these games is as easy as clicking a subscribe button. That's it. You know, you don't have to go down the internet, you know, download zip files, decompress them, figure out where the hell to put all the files. Just a one click install. So everything about Linux Mint these days is just so Windows-esque that you can't go wrong. And believe you me, I have tried. If we go to the workshop, you'll see I've changed his outfit to black and green. Of course, well, I'm on Mint, why would you not? And again, this is all running off HDD spin. Fantastic. What more do you want? So I thought, well, I'll stick Black Mesa on. The non-stop loading screens. Yeah. There's like ever half mile loading log. Yeah, a Russian. I prefer ranch dressing. Well, look, Craig, if you like to dress up as a woman at a ranch, then that's, you know, too much information, that's fine. If that's your pleasure, mate, you fill your boots. I don't know why you'd go all the way to a ranch to get dressed up myself, but anyway, look, whatever. You know, and I just think, back in the day, this was all such a challenge. And these days, to get stuff running is simplicity itself. I mean, they've even brought each one of Jeff's Star Trek games down, add them into Steam, and they just run perfect. There's literally nothing else to do. It's so Windows-esque. So here we are in Black Mesa, and if you go to the Steam Workshop, you'll see I've bought the complete Blue Shift down. And again, it's as simple. Black Mesa Blue Shift, as you can see, I'm subscribed to that. You know, to add, I suppose really I should add the Russian dub voice. Strong Russian game, Half-Life 2. You know, it's literally, I mean, they even sort it by most recent, most subbed, most popular. Black Mesa Azure Sheep Reborn. You know, it's just so easy, isn't it? It's so Windows-esque. So all of a sudden, all these arguments, comments, oh well, we can't, you know, we can't go to Windows because well, that don't really hold true anymore, does it? I'm just saying. And I just think that I just genuinely believe that Linux today is so good. It almost makes me wish that I just started using Linux, to be honest, rather than been on it for years, because I remember the times when it used to be such a fright to do anything. Today it's just so easy. So let's just go to my HDD, terabyte HDD, and let's just have a look at, I've got a lot of backups on here, so you have to bear that in mind. I'll put in a full set of emulators as well. Starfleet Command, so it's under Starfleet. I've even brought Starfleet Command 3 down. So this is your typical scenario to get these games running. Let me just move that out of the way, because that's going to be right in the way. So let's go games, add a non-Steam game to my library, click browse. I mean, this is how difficult it is to set these games up. What we were looking for, Starfleet, weren't we? Let's take Starfleet Command 3. I can't remember whether it's the refit or... I'm going to go with that for now. We can always change it. I can't remember. Okay, add selected program. And then come down to your selected program. Go to Properties, Compatibility. Select whatever Proton you want to run it in. I'm going to select Proton 10. You're done. And left click play. And let's see if this runs or if I've chosen the wrong exe file, which is possible. Success, you already have the I will right, okay, so it's the wrong file, so I've already installed that. So let's go to remove. Let's try that again, and we'll go add non-Steam game. Go to browse, go to your location. Actually, if I sorted that Starfleet, whatever it is, 3, and we'll select Starfleet Command 3. I think this is a newer version of the game that Jeff was playing. Right click it, go to Properties, Compatibility. And I'll select me. I don't know why mine does this, but you have to select it twice for it to take. Let's click on that and see if it runs. I think that's the exe. You know, and you're in. I mean, this is so exciting, it really is. And I'm not just saying this. And I know, look, I know there's some fantastic distros out there and all the rest of it. But when you think I'm doing all this on a bog basic Mint distribution with nothing special, you know, nothing added, nothing taken away, it just blows me away, honestly. Seriously, I'm not shitting you. It just blows me the hell away. And I just love it. I'm absolutely starstruck with it because it's so good. And there's no gaming kernel. There's no super low latency. There's no special repositories for meta drivers and stuff. This is just out the box OOB. All this stuff just works fantastic. You don't have to tweako. You don't need proton tricks. You don't need wine tricks. You just honestly bring down. Make sure you've applied whatever fixes you want to the said game if it's a really older game, and run it via Steam client using their Proton. You're done. What you got left to do? Oh yeah, enjoy the pants out of the game. Starfleet Command 3. Wow. You all thought it'd crash then, didn't you? No, it's not. Hey up, John, how you diddly doing? Unfortunately, WoW's ran like crap on your Mint. I don't know if it's my hardware, but I'll figure it out at some point. Well, I've got a full video on how to successfully install it and get it running. I mean, look, and we're done. Fantastic. Let me exit the game. And you can go on forever. There's so many of these games that are so Windows-esque. One of my favourites is KOTOR. I love the games that run natively and don't need a Proton. And you know, they've all got little tidbits in them so that you know that they are running natively. For argument's sake, with Knights of the Old Republic, you only get the Aspire screen if you're running natively on Linux. If you're running on Windows, you don't get this one. This is the one you only get on Linux, which is Aspire. It's just fantastic. It's mind-numbing. It's so good. And you've got all of this, right, check this out, right out the box. Ebeez, I don't know what that means. Ebeez, don't know. Hello. I mean, and again, this is all fully, hugely modded, all thanks to the Steam Workshop. So I think the game is about 3 gigs in size, and I'm running over 12 gigs of mods. And do you know what? All I've had to do is tick subscribe boxes, and it's just fantastic. It really is. I mean, what more do you want, really? Just absolutely freaking amazing. I just love this shit. And you know, and then you speak to other Windows users and like, nah, Linux is shit. No, I'd never get a Linux load of shit. Windows is for me, mate. And you just think, well, wow, just wow. If that's how closed you are, then you know, I'm never ever going to have a chance of even trying to convert you. So American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2. Again, I'm finding with Mint that I have a consistency even when I'm kind of taking the piss. And again, I'll show you what I mean, I hope. So one of the things that I wanted to do in American Truck was create a fleet. Now the version of the game that I'm running only comes with 2 Peterbilt trucks, a 389 or a 579. That's it, you're done. I wanted a little bit more than that. I wanted at least 3 trucks. So I installed GTM mics. God, I can't remember what it's called now. 589. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. It's not the company, I do assure you. This one here. I can't remember what the truck is. Anyway, I installed this and thought, well, this is, you know, again, Steam Workshop, so I've tried to be consistent on where I'm getting the mods from. And I thought, well, this is going to bollocks the frame rate, or it's going to cause me issues. So it's the GTM mic Peterbilt, and it's the one with the beautiful interior. So it's got the beige, gorgeous heritage super luxe interior. And I thought, well, you know, you're out your tiny mind here, Ebeez. Now the only thing I did do was stay with the original truck sound, because I thought, well, you know, that's going to help for a start. And she runs like spider silk. Now I'm using Nabis trailer, bless him. Fantastic. This is all on bog basic mint. Bog basic mint. Wow, just wow. That's all I'm going to say. It's almost, I'm almost at the point where the thought of, I mean, I can stay on this version of mint until 2029. The thought of upgrading it to another version, to be honest with you, horrifies me. Because I genuinely believe this is about as close to perfection as I've ever had. And it's not just one game or a couple of games, or okay, it's the whole experience. You know, you got a game you really, really love. Great, you bring it down, it runs fantastic on the Linux Mint. And then you add some mods, and it runs perfect on the Linux Mint, when really it shouldn't, but it does. So then you add a couple of more mods in, and bring a truck mod down, and yeah, you guessed it, works perfectly on the Linux Mint. It's just, honestly, it's literally knocking my socks off. It really is. Now, is Kashi OS and Bazzite better at gaming? Probably, with newer hardware. Yeah, probably. Certainly more compatible, more bleeding edge drivers for graphics cards and for CPUs and for games, etc. But you've seen the collection of games that I've got, and it doesn't really matter what I throw at it, it just runs beautifully. I've yet to have a game fail to run. I've yet to have a game crash on me that I haven't fiddled with. I've had American Truck and Euro Truck crash on me, but that's because I installed certain mods that weren't compatible and caused the crash myself. I honestly, this is just the stuff of magic, seriously. I look at that on a budget Windows 10 entry level gaming PC. Yeah, let us know how it goes, John. I think you'll find it will be, honestly, I mean, look, this is not bullshit. I'm not kidding you all, or, you know, secretly running fucking Windows in the background. And, you know, I'm just a user. I'm not a developer. I'm not a coder. I'm just a user. Right? And if I can get everything to work, anybody can. Seriously. And the reason I say that is that today it's so fucking simple. You've not got to open the terminal. You've not got to be familiar with the Linux command structure. You've not got to worry about, you know, creating folders and directories in the terminal. There's a GUI for that. I just don't know how to put it over to the internet of just how good Linux Mint is for the ordinary user. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the tinkerer, or I'm not talking about the seasoned Linux enthusiast. I'm talking about your average, everyday, run-of-the-mill, clueless, feckless, and absolutely fucking useless user. Fantastic. You can see my specs there. I'm running Linux Mint, XFCE 4, 4.18. It works. And a lot of people are, oh, why is Mint still using 4.18? Simple answer to that: stability. 4.18 is mature, tested and proven. Just saying. And that is worth more to people. If you want bleeding edge XFCE, go to Arch. Go to Gen 2. You know, use your overlays. Knock yourselves out. So anyway, I just wanted to show you all of this because it's just honestly so damn good. It really, honestly. And it doesn't matter whether I throw, you know, a game from 2012 or a newer game or a really old game. It all just fucking works. I'm having the time of my life. So, you know, I enjoyed last time I was on Linux Mint on the Cinnamon, and I love the features that Cinnamon offers. But XFCE offers me a lightweightness and a stability that I never ever seemed to get out of Cinnamon. And it was the same with Zorin OS with the custom GNOME interface. And even when I went back to Zorin Lite and their version of XFCE, they've obviously made some changes that for whatever reason for me just didn't work properly. Linux Mint, fantastic. It's just everything you could ever wish for. Right, so there you go everybody. At least I've shared that with you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for your support. I sincerely hope Jeff streams tomorrow morning, or well, my time tomorrow morning anyway. Probably tonight for some of you guys and girls. If any of you got any questions, need any help, please feel free to ask. It's a pleasure. And if I can help you, I will help you. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your computing and your gaming. Much love to each and every one of you. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care everybody. Much love.